Okay, I have to tell you about the time I almost got crushed by a landslide in a tiny Swiss village where the locals knew it was coming and said nothing. So, a couple of days ago, I was traveling through Switzerland and ended up in this tiny village called Blatten. It's super beautiful. Like picture-perfect mountain views, super quiet, barely any tourists. I asked a guy at a cafe if there were any good hiking trails around, and he literally looked at me dead serious and said, "Don't go up the mountain today." I laughed it off, figured maybe bad weather or something. A few hours later, I decided to hike up anyway, because obviously I have no survival instincts, and about halfway up, I heard this deep rumble. At first, I thought it was like a distant avalanche or something, but then the ground literally started shaking. I kid you not, within seconds I could see rocks and trees sliding down the mountain from a distance. It was an actual landslide. I turned around and sprinted down the trail as fast as I could. Rocks were literally falling behind me. It was probably the most terrified I've ever been in my life. When I finally made it back to the village, people were outside watching the mountain in total silence. No one was panicking, just standing there. A guy next to me said, "It happens when it wants to." Here's the weird part. I found out later that this exact area had been flagged by geologists because it's unstable, but the locals barely talk about it. And apparently this wasn't even the first time a landslide hit that exact trail. I looked it up on my phone, and the whole Blatten, Switzerland landslide thing was already trending, like millions of searches, while I was literally standing there. I don't know, man. It felt like the whole village knew it was coming, and nobody warned me.